That's one of his voice lines. But then why Bruno?
Granger's still out there.
Yeah, Granger. Maybe a Granger Paquito would be
Granger
much more
sounds
safer.
depressed.
Yeah.
It's
okay, so
Claude.
it is a Paquito.
There.
And a Claude. Oh, it was a Claude that I heard.
Yeah, Claude has swagger.
Yeah.
Granger sounds really sad all the time. I guess I'm gonna kill them.
He's a music.
That's not a line, by the way. I'm just saying that this sounds voice sound.
I would have believed you if you told me that was a Granger line. It does sound like him.
Kinda, right?
Yeah.
His gun talks to him.
Really? Wait, does the gun have a voice line?
I'm not sure. Unless he's like mimicking the. I don't know. I played Granger like out of the wake of season 3. That's when he first came out. So I'm like, oh, look at this. Anyways, back to the draft here. Omega picks up the Farsa. That's gonna be played by Curtizi out of the mid lane. Again, in the absence of the Eve, this is the next best thing.
Yeah, and you still get a lineup here of from Omega that has all the bases covered. You have good early mid scaling, late game insurance, good crowd control, good self-sustain. Well, not really self-sustain, but someone who can hold down long enough to
good
help
front
eat
line.
up damage. Good frontliner. Technically too, because you also get Koopa. So you get Koopa and then Baksha to hold down the front line. So on by Omega standards, okay. Conditional checklist drafting. Everything has been checked out. On the side of Aura PH, on the other hand, you know what? Actually, the same thing. They have answers for all phases of the game. I imagine the Paquito might be a very disruptive presence, especially if Hajizi cannot time his entry well.
First get used,
Like the moment he goes down, he'll just eat up a
And
double
again,
knock-up.
Yeah.
If you're this well farmed,
Sounds about right.
not if you're rocking an
Ladies and
extra.
gentlemen, welcome to game number 3. If game 1 was a
There you see, and Lord Hades just whacking away at them.
lasting as long as you can in a game.
Goes over.
And game 2 was all about haymakers and just ending games quick, scaling up as fast as you can. Could this be a game on fundamental drafting? Shout out to Patrick Dapp, our observer for this game. I hope we catch some great moments, Dapp, but Reptar, you mentioned it already. Both teams have, again, great CC, great peel potential, great burst. It's just fundamentals, just everything you need in lineup. But look at this.
Oh, the best.
JP survives, but
Oh,
in comes
smack.
Kenji, draws first blood. Curtizi skips the flame shot. He says greed. Baloy, not today.
Oh man, Curtizi, they're almost eating up a flame shot. They slide to the left, and I'm gonna slide my way back to base. But look at that, the disrupt here by Kenji and Omega. Or Omega trying their best to secure the purple buff, and Link Hajizi gets taken out. Aura with a successful invade.
All right, I understand what Kilowatt was trying to go for, but just the same, that team fight broke out so fast. Both teams, man, they're flooring it.
Yep, it's these teams after what they showed in game number 1. We saw it in game 2, now we're seeing it again here in game 3. They're itching to play ML. They're itching to just fight it out here, yet at the same time still showing off their technical prowess. Kenji here taking so much damage! And you know what? You can't get away from this. He's going to get taken out 3-on-1.
Yo, it would be more than a miracle if Kenji survived that. You know?
Yeah.
3 members of Omega, 3 members of Aura in your face. Nice use of the minion wave plus the feathered airstrike there by Curtizi, who, by the way, is sitting on a negative win rate on the Farsa. He only played it once in the regular season. Could have sworn he would be playing it more, but he only played it once and they lost.
Curtizi on the Farsa?
Yes.
Didn't they win a game when they did that fireworks time?
He was Eve then.
Oh, right, he was Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Toshi.
Yep, first turtle secured here by Aura Philippines and Reptar. Just the day alone, we saw a lot of cloth already. So this might be telling.
Yeah, and it's a jungle Claude. Pick has actually been questioned lately ever since the slight adjustments to him. Again, it was very small, but then we saw the effect that it had with him being able to hold on or get those Art of Thievery stacks. And so far, it's working pretty well here for Lord Hades and can still fill in the slot in the lineup that they need to do here. Interestingly, Benecutie also rocking a Killing Spree Benedetta.
Oh, he picked up a little sum from Toshi from game 2.
Yeah. And now Omega here, still a close game.
Oh, nice That's
They're
gonna
gonna
be
force this, yeah.
Heath with an angry bite onto Kilowatt. Tempest Ablaze gonna take out, knock out Paquito. An easy take here, but off camera we almost missed it. Toshi taken out here by the duo, the trio of Hades, Benikuri, and Greed. They're gonna try to convert into a turret. Unstoppable Force here by JB, putting Genji underneath the turret. Smart Missile's not enough to take down the Baksha. And Reptar, this is what we were looking for. Someone chunky enough to sustain.
Yeah, and at the same time picking up the Molten Essence really on early on.
And
Really helped that damage.
And Ajiji stole the orange in the process.
Oh yeah, he did. So now, Kilowatt here, able to stop that, and they're both just gonna fly away. Power of Destiny, Clock of Destiny. Picked up there by Greed. Items are picked up here. So 4 minutes Clock of Destiny, not bad. Actually, still great.
Yeah, in a game that's this aggressive, that's this high octane.
Yeah.
Getting a 4-minute Clock of Destiny is not bad, but hold up, let's see. Could this be an engage? JP gonna get caught out here. In comes Hajizi. Oh, he gets blasted though, but there's the Tempest of Blaze. JP take it out. Blazing the work by Lord Hades. Benikuri finishes the job. It's a 1-for-1, but it was a tank for the core, resulting in another turtle for Aura Philippines.
Mary Poppins could never, the deadliest umbrella in the world, coming out of the hands of Greed. That Kagura really opened up the turnaround there for Aura PH. If we are going to see a replay there, probably not, but that umbrella took a good chunk of health from Omega, and Hades and the rest of Aura were just there to clean up.
Lovely, but look, Kilowash, forces out the wings by wings. Kenji, he's dueling here. Might be playing with fire. Aura fire, that is. JP looking for an ejector. He sees Ajizi starting up this Aura, this purple. Oh, they're going to disengage. But they do force Kenji to use the Poissons.
Yeah, and this is going to be really tough for Omega to swallow because they've reset the purple. Hajizi can't get to it. Bottom lane got pushed out there by Lord Hades. So that was a picture-perfect strategy here by Aura PH to disrupt Omega's flow.
Yep, here's the Feathered Airstrike by Curtisi. Well placed. There's a lot of damage being rained down onto Aura Philippines. They're saying, get out of our jungle. They force out a few ults and they get away like nothing happened.
Look at that, Kilowatt, his signature aggression as an XP laner. My lane is cleared. My waves are pushing down the enemy turret. I will go to the jungle and I'm gonna fight there. And it was the rotation from Kilowatt on that Paquito.
How Aura has figured out how to attack Omega. Look at this, 2,000 gold.
Yeah, again, early game surprise aggression, especially when you're taking away buffs from Omega, is something that Omega, I know that they can deal with it much better, but in this season it's been a trend for them. Teams who played that way would get wins away from Omega. It's how NXP were able to even get the series win over Omega, because that's how they played the game, and they're gonna continue this aggression. Look at that.
Oh, more Unstoppable Force with an ejector onto Hajizi. It's funny whenever Jawhead tracks a Finch poised link like that.
Yeah, it'll just like zoom across the map wherever that link goes to.
But it was for naught this time around. But just the same, I think Aura is conditioning Omega. They're looking for a nice engagement, because you can see here Lord Hades, Greed, and JP just jockeying for position, starting up this turtle already. By the way, 100% take rate for Aura.
Yeah, and since Omega were busy trying to secure that orange buff, they won't be able to get this turtle.
Oh, Hajizi though, Finch points out.
The
nice
knock-up!
knock-up here by Kilowatt, but they answer back. Curtisi eliminates Greed with a Feathered Airstrike to the face. That's an easy pick-off, but just the same, a nice breath of fresh air for Omega. They win that team fight, but they lose out on the turtle.
Ooh, that knockup from the Popple and Koopa came in big and really stopped Omega from experiencing an even bigger loss there. It helped them deter the damage that Aura could have done.
Oh, JP made short work of here by the three members of Omega. A punish. Oh, and it's not like Curtisi's hungry for farm. He is sitting at a lovely 3-0-4, picks up the Lightning Truncheon. You see that every tick of the Feathered Airstrike takes what? A chunk of health away from Lord Hades.
Yep. And Omega, because Curtisi is a well-oiled machine in their own right. So it's a sequence. Again, if you look at it, as the turtle spawns in the next 70 minutes, or they're gonna try to make a play somewhere else. They're either gonna push this, or then they're gonna invade the purple buff off Omega, just so that you can delay Hajizi from contesting the turtle.
Yep, and at some point, Reptar, just like in game number 1, it's gonna reach critical mass. Someone is bound to make a mistake. Someone is bound to do something that the other did not expect, and it just so happened game 1 Omega had the right answer. This time around, let's see if they can claw themselves out of this stalemate, currently sitting at 1-1. Yeah, it's not so far. It's well, 2,000 gold between these two. First Lord coming up.
Oh,
Nice ejector onto 1. Kenji palms the Poissons here, gets knocked up, gets knocked out. JP gets the final finish, gets the blow there. Oh, but look at this. Lord Hades gets the finish. Greed with the flame shot finishes the job. Curtisi wings by wings out. And just like that, look at what your boy Benny Cutie's up to.
oh, this
Sneaky.
Aura are going to be very happy with this. Again, they were able to make a play. They're not only going to be able to split push that bottom turret here, more pressure on the side of Omega, but they were able to start off a beautiful opened up play there by, it wasn't just JP, it was, I believe it was Kilowash or Benny who first initially spotted out Baksha, and then that was enough time. A bit of a slow came out. Lock in with Unstoppable Force. A force so unstoppable that a wall can't even stop you.
Yep, he came through. But look at this. Hajizi, well-placed aggression on to Benny Cutie here. Could not get away. I believe he popped the Electro Final Blow a little too soon. So he could not use the Cyclone Eye. But yeah, currently it's just one of those ways Omega can get back. But oh, the bite here by Heath. Could get the finish, but no, Greed survives.
Ooh.
Instead, it's a punish from the back lines. Hajizi taken out, but they trade for Greed. It's a little bit of delayed gratification for Omega, but just the same, Aura's still in the lead.
Yeah, and they're going to be happy with that. They lost Greed, okay, but we were able to take out your jungler. Again, the same thing happened. It was JP with an Unstoppable Force. I saw it happen there on the map. Of course, that wasn't the action being highlighted, but Unstoppable Force chased the Finch poised Ling very, very far, and then Aura was just able to finish it out. So now with the Courage Mask here and the Athena Shield for JP's Jawhead, Aura going to be happy to have that Encourage buff with them. Gonna make this team fights, gonna make team fights even harder for Omega to take because they're down.
One more! That was an Unstoppable Force onto Curtisi. Could not get the ejector just yet. Could have been an easy knockout for Aura, but just the same, they push back the Farsa. Now, they do bite down onto Koopa. Koopa's gonna get away. Oh,
Ooh,
Flame
Koopa.
Shot could have taken down Koopa. Oh, he survives.
Is he up?
Kilowash could not knock out Koopa. Wow.
That
Two close calls.
That wolf is resilient. Ooh, Toshi taking a lot of damage from Greed though. Omega trying to hold on here, and again, it's Omega playing a lineup that is more defensive minded. They have artillery, they have hold just so that their late game insurance can farm up. Meanwhile, Aura playing a much more proactive lineup here, playing proactively with the early game invades that they did. I'm surprised that Aura are in the lead.
Oh, look at this. Ejector onto 1. Heath is looking low. Smart Missile shared between him and his wolf friend. And wow, just like that, it's Omega's turn to go for the split pushes, Reptar.
Yep, that's something that Aura still has to watch out for here. The split push potential there by Hajizi. Now the good thing though is that Benny Cutie was able to clear up that second tier tower in the bottom lane, so the Omega has to take care of that. Ling is nearby the top side though, so this push from Benny Cutie isn't gonna get far. So Aura has to find that balance of, okay, we're gonna take fights, we're in the lead, yeah, let's fight this out, but then let's watch out for the split pushes. Because if Omega's little by little start taking second tier towers away from Aura PH, that's gonna be bad for Aura.
Oh, ejector onto Curtisi. He gets the Purify out, but Benny Cutie from the backline is looking for 1. He gets Heath. Oh, but now Kenji is in trouble. Pops up Poissons, but it's a little too much to handle. Greed gets the final blow in. All this time, there's no... All this time... Oh, all right. We are still on the air, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon our moment of silence. Hajizi goes down. Lord secured here by Kilowash. Blazing the Wet onto nothing. That's going to be the purple buff. Ejected and taken down by Lord Hades as well. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, we're sitting at 10-10. You're seeing the discipline here between these two teams, but it's Aura who is just really capable of capitalizing.
Yeah, Aura now has that Lord pushing in Omega. Oh, that lead is starting to get really bad. You know what? It's gotten to the point where it's pretty bad because that's almost a 7k gold lead here. And now Heath picked up the Athena shield, has a Thunder spell, but doesn't even have their Current Mask as well. He needed to prioritize defensive items here. So this is where Omega can flex their capability to hold. They do have that Farsa, but how much can a Farsa do to deter this? Feather of Heaven picked up here by Toshi's Harith could help them a little bit more in this fight if they play their cards carefully and right here. They might be able to hold on. They're not going to be able to take this defense without losing anything, but at least they won't lose the fight. Maybe if they can do this right.
And that's a inhibitor taken down bottom. Of course, mid tier 2 is gonna fall as well. Feathered Airstrike already popped in by Curteasy as they wail away at the Luminous Lord.
Oh,
All
man.
inhibitors save for mid. Mid is the only last one standing for Omega. Reptar, this is looking tough for Omega, and that's an understatement.
Yeah, and that's a Holy Crystal already picked up here by Greed. Athena Shield as well picked up there by Benny Cutie. Or was that JP? I think that was Benny Cutie. So look at that. Damage items, damage reduction items are being picked up here by Aura PH. Gonna make Omega even harder. Give Omega an even harder time to defend.
And right now, the fight here is in the purple buff. Another Unstoppable Force plus an ejector. They once more stop the engagement, and Hajizi is looking low. Almost an inch of a centimeter away.
Yeah, probably got, you know, those images of cool guys or people just walking away from explosions, and you think, oh wow, that's so cool. But then you look at them from behind, and then all their clothes are burned off from at the back. I feel like that's what happened to Hajizi there. Like at this point, like he walked away from an explosion, but his entire backside is just shown.
Yep, and right now they're going for round 2. Damage the blades here by Hajizi. It's nothing but air. JP is going to get a shield to survive one more time to get an ejector out, but Kenji finishes him. Wow, no one fell from that Blazing Duet.
Yeah, and that was a meaty Blazing Duet. He got all the targets that he needed to get. Probably didn't have enough Art of Thievery stacks for it to deal maximum damage. But yet again, Aura PH are happy with what they got out of that. I believe they were already able to break... No, not yet even. They were able to dish a lot of damage onto that middle turret, but weren't able to take it down. Now, with this Lord Hades Claude being 2-0-7, look at that. 12.5k compared to 9.5 on Hajizi. That's a 3k gold lead. Already full set done. You've got your Demon Hunter Sword, you got your Golden Staff, Athena Shield, you even got the Blood Wings as well, the Queen's Wings. So, you know he's good. He's going to be a difficult target to take down. If Omega, they do have the Harris, they do have the Baksha, if they can take down Lord Hades before he can bring out a BMI, or if they can find where his BMI is, take him down, burst him down, they might have a chance, but they still have to watch out for that Paquito and that Kagura. But that will be the best chance for Omega. Take down that Hades Claude fast.
Yep, so long story short, they have so much to go through. It's like a heist movie that Omega has to go through. But right now, this is exactly what Aura wants. They want to scramble here in their jungle.
That's bad.
Omega is in trouble. Kenji falls first. And now this mid lane turret is going to go down as well. It's a bare base Reptar. Aura is looking for one more siege, but I think they're going to hold their breath here. They're going to regroup and start up this Luminous Lord.
Ooh, Brute Force Breastplate also picked up here by Lord Hades. Still his boots? Either sold his boots or sold one of his other items here. Now Benny QD as well picking up that Malefic Roar. Just one more push and Aura will be able to end this game. It's, again, so many things for Omega. So many things need to go right for Omega for them to hold on and turn this around. Aura can do a relatively textbook job of just let's get the Lord, let's push the lanes. Waves again. Waves. Maybe that's why I was thinking waves in my
lanes.
head. And lanes.
Waves and lanes.
Wanes. Exactly. And they just need to do that, and then they'll be able to take this game number 3.
I totally agree, Reptar. For the viewers at home, we've talked quite a bit in detail as to what Omega needs to do against Aura, and in contrast, what Aura needs to do to finish this. And just to put a nice analogy to this, it's like Omega has a grocery list that's like a dozen items. Aura just needs to go to the store, pick up 1 or 2 things. That's it.
Yeah, like you go to the grocery store the other side of the town just to pick up shampoo. It's like that.
That's what it is for Aura. They just need to make sure they know how to do it, but they need to make sure it's a safe ride. It's a sure go. Omega, they have quite a bit, but now they got one.
Kenji
gets hit with a ejector, But is that all that's left in the tank here? Hajizi already uses the Tempest of Blades.
No.
And down goes Toshi. They're going for the base. Aura Philippines is threatening the win. They do take game number 3. Currently 2-1. This winning moment is brought to you by Master.
And that was a masterfully played game by